Welcome back to Farm Simulator 15. This is a series naked, and it's part 3. This is a series mainly for beginner players, new players to the game, which I'll be running through most things that you can do on the game as I play it. I'm playing without any mods or help. Keyboard and mouse only. I am playing on a PC, so I don't know what the controls are for a console, so you have to bear with me on that one, I'm afraid. But last time we started selling off the grain. I finished selling off screen, put it all down to the freight yard. I'm now about to set the train off, and once that's on its way off, we will go back to the farm. Today I'm going to see how much we get here, but I will buy 10 chickens and we will start talking about animals. I think we can get across there. Just about, we're waiting for the train to get to the other end, its delivery point. Usually as you come up this hill, it clicks over. There we go. We've now got 56,000. Right, well we can buy some chickens, possibly buy another field, and I'll just show you what can happen if you're not careful with your time management. You may or may not know you can adjust the time passing on this from 1 to 120 in lumps. I think it goes 1, 5, I think it's 10, 15, I forget what it goes in. It goes up to 120 anyway. But it's set default on 5, but that's a little bit too quick really. Now what can happen if you don't get it quite right? I think we might have missed our turn there. Never mind. Oh no, this looks like it. We'll go this way. Oh yeah, here we are. Now I'm playing so many different games, I tend to get lost on what I'm doing on the which save. Right, we're planted the fields. We'll just have a look to see what we're planted. Mainly to remind myself. We've got wheat, canola and barley. Right, what we're going to do is have a look to see how much an extra field would cost. That would be 25 or 30, I'm not certain which. Actually, we take 20, no 30, sorry, if we take 30, I'll run over there and just see how much it costs. To buy a field, you look for this little symbol on the Finland maps. It's always in the centre, or as near to the centre as they can get it. Well, we can't afford that one, 57,000. We could, and we probably took a loan. We're just going to have a look at 25, see if it's any cheaper. What I intend to do is to combine all 4 fields into one in time, which should be fun. Let's have a look. Oh, we're going to buy this one. Right, we now got this field. So that means we now want to just jump across that tractor and take this back. We grow. Let's see what's going best. But we can just plant in there, and I'll just show you what happens if you are not too careful with your time management. On one. This track, so I'll just park this up complete with the trailer down here. And we'll just tab across to one of the other tractors. Oh, the other one. This one I do. We're back him up to the cedar and fill it up. It don't matter what you fill it up with. You can change it to what you want even when you get out onto the field. But be careful you don't pick maize unless you've got a header to cut maize, which we haven't at the moment. What's the point? How much does a maize header cost? How much money have we got? I'm just going to check to see what... Oh, we're not too bad off. How much does a maize header cost? We might just buy one and plant that with maize. We've got the sample, so we need this. Can't quite afford it. I think we'll borrow enough so we can. One thing about this is, don't be afraid to borrow up to your maximum. You can always get the money back at a later time, but you always regret not doing something. Well, we buy that, and we're going to show you a little trick here. And we'll come out of this. The I menu, if you go through and we've gone past it, this one, we put it onto tools, and you go through here, we will find the I take it we did buy the right header. That's a bit silly, we bought the wrong header. Right, I'm just gonna sell that off again. We'll sell one of those off. Alright, we'll probably have to borrow some more. Let's see if we can get it right this time. Alright, that's set to that. Buy. It's better. Oh, we'll have that in a nice purple colour. You get a choice of colours. So that's what can happen. Don't panic if you make the mistake. Again, you can get the money back. Now we go back to this one. And here we can now see we can reset vehicle tool. And ask you really, yes. And of course I've sold the other header off. Never mind. Ready to set, yes. And now we will actually find it once we've refilled this. And we will now change that over to maize. There we are. So maize is quite heavy, as you can see. It's bounced about. But if you look up here, I think it's where they dropped off. Our headers. That's where the spawn point is for any tool that you have delivered to you. When I'm playing, I don't normally play with the other series. I don't normally bother with that. I play more for real and go and fetch myself. Alright, what we're going to do here is go up to field 24, and this is very, very, very light on the front end. I don't know which weight we've got. It tells me right. No, it doesn't. So let's have a look, see what sort of weight this is. Oh, it's a lightweight. I probably should have had the other one on, but we'll try this anyway. Alright, I'm gonna set hard help to do this. And what I'm going to do is and there it goes, let's plan. Right, your time management on the PC, it's keys 7 and 8 on top of the keyboard, not your num key. 8 increases speed. You see, if you look at the top right hand corner, it now says 5, no, not a 10, it's a 15, 30, 60, 120. Now that really is flashing through, that'll be enough of that, and we should see that this first strip is going to grow a lot quicker than any of the others. Now we go and buy some chickens. Animals, there's 3 types in the base game. Chickens which lay eggs and are cheap to look after. Don't actually need anything in the base game. Sheep which needs grass to eat and gives you wool. And cattle, of course, which gives you your milk, but needs a lot more. They give that the best on what's called total mixed ration, and we'll run through that at a later date. There's no way we're going to get cows at the moment. I'll show you for why. Cows, £2,500 each, and you need a lot extra equipment to look after them properly. Sheep, 300 each. You can do, there will be, you just need grass, but we just go for 10 chickens. They cost £1 a day, or €1 or $1 a day for maintenance, and cost you 70. It takes a while to make up your money. They're 20 a day maintenance, but the cows are 40 a day. Alright, we'll buy 10. I mean, we've got 6 so far. 8, 9. That will do. We've got 10. Now we look here now. We will see chickens running about. This adds an extra little problem. You think these huts here would be something useful? They're not. They will actually lay anywhere they feel like it. So you know, spend quite a bit of time hunting eggs. Alright, what we do next is unhook this and put him onto the fertilizer spreader. Always fertilise. No ifs, buts or maybes. Always fertilise. This will be quite a short one. I will do a little bit off screen next to get us round to a better point so we can see more stuff. We're just going to load this up. I sold everything except for the potatoes, which the freight yard don't take, and the wood chips, which we ain't got any tools to get them out of the store yet. Oops. On this there's only one type of fertiliser, whether it's liquid or solid. I tend to use a spreader because it's slightly easier to use. And it's got a slightly bigger spreader angle or area. What we can do actually is, if we're clever, is actually set this on to hard help too, and let's see how far he's got. He's about here. Yeah, we should. He shouldn't miss it, so we'll show him on a hard help, and well, it doesn't matter when you fertilise. And as you can see, he's got a decent spread there, and we should get to the other end, turn round, and well out the way of the other tractor. The one thing you have to watch out with this field is the if you're doing it yourself, you don't go too fast and go over the edge. Also, you have to, because of the shape of this, possibly go over some of the fertilisation afterwards. You miss bits. You may have to watch the seed. We'll let them get on with that. I don't think there's anything else much we can do. This will be quite a short one. Just well, what we can do is go through what you actually need for cattle. The minimum you can feed them on is grass. You won't get very good milk production. The milk is automatically removed at midnight and you get paid at midnight. Um, they give a bit more if you feed them silage, but you're 100% on total mixed ration. That's all you need. And straw, of course, you need straw for bedding. But with cattle you also get slurry, which acts as a fertiliser, and manure, which also acts as a fertiliser. So they're quite a handy animal to have. In fact, most of my maps I at least try and get a decent amount of cattle in. I don't think I bother with that little strip down the end there, not really much difference. Now what I'm going to do, I think when we're finished all this time, I may just join this to 24 at the end of this harvest. And that's the only reason on the basic map you need to play. Right, he's done. So we'll take him home. And we also need to get some money together to this road across there. This field can be a bit of a pain because of these trees. So we will need to get a chainsaw, a stump grinder, and a log moving of load trailer. And just take those out at some point. And we'll also join these two fields together when we can afford the big one. And in the end I think we'll put all four together. But that's for the future. Back in here. So this is going to be quite a short episode. Just back him in. That will do. He's getting on quite nicely. Anything else we got to go through? Oh, let's just go through this menu. That gives you weather forecast, and the only difference that makes, if it's rain, when you come to harvest, you can't harvest grain in the rain or for a little while afterwards. There's the news, and that tells you of any sales which are on cheap vehicles or at great demand. This one's your finances. This shows you how you're doing. As you can see, we're not doing too well, but then you get the storage prices. This shows how much stuff you got to store and the price at all the different sales points. Silage, as you see, is very good to have. And in fact, I think next time, I can't remember if I actually bought the stuff I need for that. We may have got silage. Other prices, milk is. God, I bet farmers wish they could get 40 pence a litre. I don't know what the current price is, but the last I heard that was down around 16 to 18 pence a litre. And some of this is what it actually costs you, like fertiliser, what it costs you. Eggs are a ridiculously high price. Straw and grass are not worth a lot, but every little helps. Let's see what we actually got here. What is... No, we haven't got a mower yet. I may have to think about buying one. This map shows two things, or three things. What field you're on. If they are, they're in green, the right and the light doesn't show up too well. Yeah, well, it shows all car on 25. Also the growth state. If you go by this up here, the deeper the colour, the further on the ground circle it is. And what I'm going to do is just speed this up again a little bit. Just take that to 60 for now, because I want to show what happens if you have the speed set too high when you're sewing. It's if you click this, it tells what you got and where. Corn is going to this one, or maize as I know it. Say barley here, you see the colour code. There's there, wheat, and up on that far meadow, there's canola or rape. This one shows what animals you own. It shows we own 11 chickens, shows you how many eggs they laid and how many you're carrying on you. Sheep shows you how many you own, productivity level from 0 to 100%, how much feed they got and how much wool there is. Cows, well, same thing, cows you own, productivity, how much slurry they made, liquid manure, how much manure they made, how much of what is in the feeding trough, whether it's mixed rations, silage or grass, how much straw they got for bedding, and how much milk. This tells you what you've done. As you can see, we have been on this for 2 hours 32. We've made no bales, done no transport missions, no mowing missions, and no great demand missions. Only because we entered a great demand. So how much we're thrashed, how much area in hectares where we own or worked, how much is seeded, and that adds up as you go along. Driving distance, fuel usage, seed usage and fertilizer usage, and that's it for the statistics. And one other menu, and that is this one. It's on Escape on the PC. That's where you save game, where you save. But there's also an extra little button up here. Tells you the time scale, and I'm going to turn that back down to 1 now to real time. How often new missions come? It's every 5 minutes. Your plant growth, which can be off, slow, normal, fast. I've got it on normal at the moment. Whether plant withering is on or off. If you've got a big farm and you can't really cope and gather it before the crop goes off, just turn that off. That's your sound volume. I've got mine set at 10%, as low as I can have it, because it goes 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on up to 100. But for recording I only need 10%, because if not you won't hear my dulcet tones. This is show help icons in the game. I leave that on. Map, I leave that on. Show icons on map, definitely on. Automatic help. Automatic help is the F1 menu for the PC. You need that on. Whilst if you play on a gamepad, which I don't, so I'm not going to mess with that. I think it's been about 20 minutes. I think I ran through a few things. I'll finish this off screen, and I'll take it round to I'll fast forward it then to our next harvest, and we will come back again. Oh, before we do, whilst we're on the menus, this is your full finance. As you can see, it will show you 3 days. We're still on the first day. It will show you a history of 3 days. Just shows you what you bought, what your expense, local expense are, construction, new builds, whatever. Vehicle running costs. Now that's one that we need to get down. That is too high for the vehicles we've got. Those tractors are too expensive. Wage payment, that's a hard help. Harvest income, mission income, others like eggs, milk, whatever, straw. We've got none of any of that. Interest on a loan, which is taken out I think at midnight. The total of all this lot, your balance you've actually got in your hand, how much you own on the bank, and what your overall total is. You'll load up to 200,000. The last one to look at quickly is the shop one. Now, if you're playing the PC and you've got mods, they won't be in here. They will be here. There's a couple here because, for reasons best known to themselves, Giants, but the New Holland 3 DLC down under mods, which is why they're in there. The last one is just brands for mods and brands for normal stuff. So you mainly if you're trying to find a mod and you know it's Posse for example, you can just click there and that will bring out all the Ponzi stuff, which we're not going to get for quite a while. And I think that will about do it. I think with that I shall wish you adieu and say cheerio for now, and I'll see you hopefully next week when we will harvest this and see sell, see how much money we get. I may start the harvest off screen, just the harvest is going to be no different except for this particular crop. Anyway, cheerio for now, thank you for watching, and I hope it's been of some use.